All right, guys, welcome to Sunday night team training. My name's Valerie Gamer. If you don't know who I am, I'm the National Marketing Director of Team Fearless. We also have Caitlin Field, who's the National Marketing Director of Team Raw. So every Sunday night, we combine forces to add more value to your business each and every week, to give you tips and tricks and all those different things. And tonight, Kat and I thought we really wanted to collaborate even more and come to you guys and just really share some epic information what's happening. So two things that we'll be discussing tonight is our amazing Australian conference that's coming up into June, why we love conference, why, what you're going to gain from it. For some of you guys have just maybe started yesterday, 2 weeks, you probably heard the word conference and think, well, why should I invest my money into this? We're going to elaborate on all of that. You would also see that some people are putting those images out there about the plant-based omegas, so we'll be explaining all of that. So first thing first, just a few little housekeeping rules. Just really make sure you guys are on mute because it is in recording. So it's a nice, clean, crisp. And if anyone's got any questions, please raise your hand, pop it into the chat below, and Kat and I will answer them at the end. So first of all, welcome. Thank you so much for getting on. This really shows Kat and I and all the leaders on board that, you guys are really wanting to know more. You're really wanting to grow more. And, really with this business, there's only a few 5 high-paying activities that we simply do every single week. And I think it's really cool to really understand what they are. The first one is, you've got to take the product. You've got to take all the products. When you join this business and buy into a franchise, you've got to know what the capsules are like. You've got to know what the complete's like. And if you don't have kids, I think it's really important that you've got your own, stack of the chewies so you know what they're like. So number one, got to be taking the product. The second thing of a high-paying activity to help your business grow is you want to be getting onto team training every Sunday. And the reason for that, so you can understand how to move forward in this business, how to grow. So that's step number 2. The third thing that you want to be doing is coming to a live event every week. Now, there's so many live events around Australia, around New Zealand. I know we've got a few crew on the GC that plug into the Thursday nights events and the weekend events. So there's just no excuses there for that crew, even though their sponsor is here in WA. And also you want to be plugged into a Zoom event, and I know sometimes we had those stories of like, oh, well, I don't have any guests. But you know what? Kat and I, when we first started this business, we went to every event and we just sat at the back taking notes, and we just kind of were like a big sponge, weren't we, Kat? And it was just like listening how they talk, how to explain the product, how to explain the business, how to learn to listen more. So it's really one of those high-paying activities. And the next thing is of a high-pay activity, which is the fourth one, is talking to people. And you've got so many strategies, guys, how to do this. Face-to-face, coffee shops, strategies on social media, sponsored posts, going into groups, Mother's Day, whatever it might be. That's another high-paying activity. And the fifth one, which I think is actually nearly crucial, is the follow-up. There are actually the only 5 high-paid activities of this business, which I absolutely love, and you guys are in charge of that. But tonight, we just wanted to really just put it out there and really talk about conference. Now, I know some of you guys might be thinking, why conference? Have you guys ever been in a job where, you have to do extra activities after work? Maybe you have to stay back for training. Maybe you've got to get to work earlier and be a part of some board meeting. Or maybe you have to go to their annual conference to learn more about. Well, what I love about the Juice Plus company, and you're buying into a franchise, and remember, you've only paid $165 to buy into your own franchise, and your own product is you get to use, is that when you buy into this, you have the opportunity to go to the company's conference. Now, we have our Australian conference every year. It's in June, and they do different locations around Australia every year. And the reason why it's so important, it's going to take your business from here to here. We talk about that next level. And what we have found is that it totally cements everything, the belief in the product. It's so, so important. You learn so much about the product, things that you didn't understand before, the different verbiage. It cements the belief in the product. It cements your belief in the company, seeing your own CEO, the partners up on stage there and understanding where they've come from. I love that. You also get to cement the belief in, this industry, our distribution, our network marketing company, which allows us to do as much as we want or as little as we want, and actually understand how to have a 6-figure network marketing company. So it just cements all of that. And you know what? More than anything that was amazing for Kat and I, is that when you are there at conference, surrounded by 3,000 to 5,000 people, you were seeing everyday people up on stage, and they have changed their life through the product, from maybe having eczema for 30, 40 years to not having eczema, to someone off, government benefits, to someone that was literally, broke as, now earning an amazing income and having an amazing life. It cements all of that. It's literally just everything wrapped up in 2 to 3 days. And I love that. You see so many lives change every single day. And I'm just going to really, share my journey really quickly, and then I'm kind of pass it over to Kat. I was in that situation just like you guys back in 2013 when I first started. Sunny and I, we probably weren't playing above the line, to be honest. There was, I don't really understand why we weren't. Maybe those belief models weren't there. They weren't 10%. And I'll never forget, I really actually wasn't going to go to conference. I missed out on the early bird. I thought, nah, stuff it. I didn't do any of that. And my sponsor, Abby, gave me a call a few weeks, and she said, Val, why don't you just come to conference? And yes, it was in Perth at the Burswood. So yes, there wasn't any flight there. And she goes, babe, you know what? Why don't you just come to conference, see what it's like? We know that the people that want to be successful, they've got to have the desire. They've got to be teachable. And the third one, do you have the willingness to actually take this off and actually rocket it off the ground? And I was like, right. And you know what? I thought, I've played so below the line by now. I said to Sunny, you know what? Let's just go to conference. Let's just get our tickets, and we'll leave that conference, and you know what? We'll either be a strong yes or a strong no. And to be honest, I went in there with a bit of an ego and thought, you know what? I'm probably not going to continue this, to be honest. And we went in there and we just thought, we'll just keep this shut, and we just put these out. And we just listened and we just heard the stories. We met John Blair, who, guys, is on your actual website. John Blair, who explains how Juice Plus is made. I saw him in the flesh, heard stories of just everyday people. And you know what? I sat at that table with Sunny that night, and I looked at him and I was so annoyed at myself. I'd played so below the line. I was really pissed off at myself, to be honest. And I said to Sunny, I said, you know what, honey, I love you so much, but we can't sit here and just chat all night. I'm going to go and talk to the women. You go and talk to the guys, and let's just see if this is completely real. And that's what we did. I met the doctors. I met this one. I met that one. I remember having Nellie Baldock on my table that night, and I was like, oh my God, I was totally freaking out, But I realized we're all on the same mission, and that's to help people with their health. That's to give more people more lifestyle choices, a better community to thriving, more purpose, more total driven purpose to want more out of life. And I left that conference and I said to Sunny, let's just play all out for the next 12 months, and let's see if we could maybe make, a level. Well, little did I know, we completely just played all out, and within 12 months, we were the special guest in Sydney the following year, classed as the power couple. And honestly, that 12 months changed our life. And I can honestly say I probably wouldn't be here right now, and neither would any of you on this Zoom. All because we said yes. It's unbelievable. And you know what? It comes down to, the only investment we have in this business is $165. And, I love seeing so many people. And, we've got Mick, who's, Mick O'Hara, who's Naomi's husband, now in Dubai. And yes, that's not a conference, but he's like, I'm playing all out. So, Kat, if you could just maybe share with everyone, what you love about conference, and, you've just like these shiny little, lights in your eye when you went to conference, and what is everyone going to gain from it?
Yeah, I suppose for me, looking back now, it was, nearly 4 years, it's almost 4 years since I went to my first Juice Plus conference, and I was only 3 months in the business. So if there's anyone brand new in the business and you're thinking, okay, I really want to go to this conference, I don't really know anything about it apart from what we're saying, or if you've been in the business a long time and you think, I can't afford it. So I found out that there was a conference. And some of you may know my story, but I was only 3 months in the business. I heard that there was a conference. I'd never, ever been to America in my life. I didn't even dream of going to America. I was just in my little Perth bubble. And someone said, the Juice Plus conference is actually in America, so you're going to have to get your ass on a flight and go to America to go to the conference. And I was like, oh my God, I'm in. Like, I don't know why, but I'm in. Like, I'm actually really keen for this. It's a trip. It's a holiday. It's time to get away, meet new friends, learn about the company, build a business, leave my full-time job, earn a couple $1,000s a month. It literally ticked about 500 boxes, which was yes, 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 yes. And Val and I remember we just had one 10-second conversation. And Val said, honey, can you afford this? And I went, I don't think so, but I'm going to do it anyway. And Val said, good, because what I'm going to teach you is how to work the next 2 months leading up to that conference. I'm going to show you how to work really hard over the next 2 months. That the couple $1,000s you spend in America isn't even going to come out of your own pocket. It's going to come out of your Juice Plus money. And I said, Val, if you can teach me how to do that, I'll be on that plane and I'll go to every American conference as for that date. And that's what I've done ever since. I'm going to the American conference in April. I've booked myself a trip to New York for my 25th birthday, which has been my dream for the last 3 years of doing the business. So it's all these things have fallen into place because of one thing. I went to conference. And it sounds really cliche, seems corny, but you don't understand the scale. When I walked in that room, the Australian conference is going to be about 3,000 or more people. So when you walk in a room, there's 3,000 healthy, glowing humans. The energy in the room is just next level. The vibration is up there. And you leave the conference and you're just like, holy shit, my world has been flipped. I've seen a better lifestyle. I've seen a better way of life. I've seen how I can transform people's lives. So it's just exciting that you're actually able to do that. So what Val and I really want to show you guys is the power of conference does build your beliefs in the company, in yourself, and in the business. But how can you guys get there? So I just want to get a show of hands. I know there's a few people not even looking at the screen. So let's bring it in. Let's bring it in. I want to get a show of hands. Who is coming to conference? Okay, cool. There's a few people definitely 100% confirmed. Love it. Who is saying no to conference because of financial reasons? Give me an honest hands up. The more honest you guys can be about this, about the financial aspects, the more we can personally help you between now and conference. If you guys hide in the dark and you don't ask for help, we don't know that you need help. So you've got to reach out to us and say, guys, I need help financially. How the hell do I do this? But Val and I are going to show you tonight how to actually do that. This is recorded so you can watch it over as many times as you need. You can take notes. We want you guys to be really, really involved with this Zoom call tonight. Ask questions every second of the way that you need to, because we want to make sure when you get off the Zoom call tonight, you absolutely know how to build your business to a couple $1,000s so conference is paid for, how effective and cheap you can actually do a conference by bunking in and doing accommodation together. And I know there's probably a group of girls, I know Mel, Mish, Tanya, there's a group of girls on the Zoom now. We actually did and Sally, yep. We did the last conference and we all got in the same rooms together, and it was the best thing I've ever done. I don't think I'll ever do a conference in my own room ever again. It was great. It was amazing having all my girlfriends and all my team all with me. So that's another way to save on cost, is really bunking together. So I'm going to share screen and then we're going to go step by step through this document. So just give me a thumbs up if this works. All right, everyone can see this?
Yep. Awesome.
Awesome. We're all good. Thank you, Owen. Yep, sweet. Thank you. Okay, so this is our Juice Plus document. This is also available on our team pages. I highly recommend printing this. Put it on your door, put it on the fridge, put it anywhere that you can visually see it every single day, and drill this. Make this the reason you're getting up in the morning to build your Juice Plus business. So this is the Gold Coast Juice Plus Business Conference document. The Limitless Lifestyle, as you guys know, or if you're new, this is actually our team brand. It's the business brand called the Limitless Lifestyle, and our customer care brand with all of our programs and health side is the Juicy Life. So we've got two different aspects. We've got the Limitless Lifestyle for the business, and that's what I want to go through now. So, Val, did you want to explain this bit, and then I'll explain the next one and we'll go through?
Yeah, absolutely. So what we've done here, guys, we've just based it on just the retail sales profit, because you know what, we want to make this so achievable for everyone. Some people are at the 4%, 9%, 14%, but we know every time that we share Juice Plus, the fruits and vegetables, you know, the fruit and veggie pack, we know we get a $40 retail sales profit. Okay, and then depending what commission you're at, you get that on top. So this is just, we've broken it down. I think it's about 15 weeks to conference. We worked down the bottom that you see here. If you are just comfortable with just putting on a fruit and veggie order times 15, that's say what, one a week. Okay, one customer a week. That's going to give you $600. Yeah, $600 down the bottom there. Now, if you're thinking, you know what, you're all about growing team, and that's okay. Sometimes we go through different flows, right? We're about growing team as well. If you bring in teaming number one over here and you help them get to SDVF, and we've just done 30 days. We know it's a 40-day scale, but we've just kept it beautiful and simple for 30 days. If you help them get there in 30 days, they're going to get 400, and so are you. So can you imagine you bringing 3 of your best buddies? We know that one SDVF is just themselves and a girlfriend or a boy sharing 11 orders. Okay, so they do that quite quickly, you know, and you bring 3 people in front line, which is direct to you, okay, like Caitlin's showing there the arrow, you're going to get $400 sponsors bonus. So that alone is going to give you a $1,200 sponsors bonus. Plus, if you choose just to put on fruits and veggie orders, that's going to give you $1,800. Okay, now if you're then at the SDVF level or the SC level, obviously commission's on top. But I'm showing you guys that, you know, if you're just to start yesterday, this is what's possible. So that's the fruit and veggie. If we want to scroll down to the next page. Now the next page is our premium, our trio, the fruit, veg and the berry. And we know we get a base retail sales profit of $61. So we go 61 times 15, that gives you $915 retail sales profit, okay? Once again, you know, if you're bringing 3 teamies and show them, that's $1,200 sponsors bonus, obviously giving you a total of $2,115 and plus your commission on top. Now, you've got to remember too, guys, you know, if you're someone that does a bit of both, obviously a bit of berries, just a bit of chews, a bit of complete, it doesn't matter. I've just kept it really simple here because some people just feel comfortable sharing fruits and veggies, and that's totally cool. You know, whatever's got your groove on. If you're a trio person, this is what's possible. And you know what? This is what I would be doing if the money here is like, oh, I don't know what to do. Print these out, like Caitlin said, and then every customer you get, write their name up top on the arrow. So just say you get off and you get an order tonight, write Mary up top next to the 61. Why? Because when you do a visual, your front lobe of your brain connects to the visual, and it's just a matter of elimination, and you start seeing it. And then all of a sudden, you get another order. And Kat and I, you know, we would both say that when you're in that flow, momentum happens. And that's why when you're in that flow and the momentum, I guarantee you the word stuck will never, ever come into your vocab. So yeah, Kate, how do you feel? It's an awesome document. It's in the files. Please, guys, if your sponsor is not active, Go up. Keep going up until you want to, connect to that person. So go up, speak to your NMD, whether it's myself or Kat, ring us up, text us afterwards and say, guys, I am so serious of being so successful and honestly want this more than anything. What do we need to do? If Kat and I have to put on more Zooms during the week, mummies on a mission Zooms, mum entrepreneurs, girls just want to have fun Zooms, 3-way calls, Sunny's here, we're all here. We will do everything possible to have you guys at conference and really visualize where you are now. You know that you can be standing on conference as that SSC. Doesn't matter what position you're at, you get personally recognized and will be on stage, which is amazing. You will absolutely walk the stage, whether you're a DVF, an SDVF, an SC, a senior sales coordinator, whatever, and whatever club you're at. They recognise the whole of Australia and New Zealand. So, Kat, do you want to add anything to that, babe?
Yeah, I absolutely do, because looking at the structure you guys can see on the screen, if I can just get everyone's eyes back on the screen for 2 seconds, is when you look at this, if you want to walk stage at conference, or you might be really nervous to actually get up on stage, which is so cool, but it is so much fun when you go to conference and you're an SC or you're an SSC. And it's amazing when you hit that top level, because that's the top commission level in the company. So when you get recognized as being that top commission level in the company, it is really, really special. But when you look at the structure we've got on the screen, that is an SC or SSC structure. So if you guys just follow that alone, you will get that $2,000 bonus, but you'll also be smashing promotions along the way. And if you get those promotions, you'll be getting additional bonuses. So you just want to really look at the big scale of things, that all of this is completely possible. And if you feel like, oh my God, I don't even know where to start talking to one person, reach out to me and Val. Let's work out, how can we network? What's the best method that's going to work for you and your target group? What's going to work for you that may not work for me, and we're going to go through all that with you. So please make sure you guys reach out, these Zoom calls, send us a Facebook message or a text message, and we'll book in time during the week to go through this document individually with you or with your teams, to make sure you work as a team to get everyone there. I know Sally's got, maybe 5 or 6 of her team going this year. And last year, I think it was just Sally. So it's amazing, in a 12-month period, you can have 6 brand new teams all going with you to conference. And that's really how you start the momentum in your business. So my recommendation is just absolutely follow this document. There's 1 page left on this document.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it is somewhere. Here it is. Okay, so here's a snapshot of your expenses that could be expected. Now, we want to make sure we're being 100% realistic with this, guys, and we're not being unrealistic and giving you false expectations. This is 100% realistic. Your conference ticket is $350. Your flights may be around $500. I've got team that are getting flights for $75 one way and about $150 on the way return. So you can get flights super cheap. Accommodation is maximum $500. If you're bunking in with our rooms, I've got girls paying $50 a night, and they're only staying 3 nights. That's only $150, maybe $200. And you're spending money. Most of the stuff at conference is covered. We get an amazing gala ball dinner, which is a ton of fun. And the rest of the spending money, you might want to just get yourself a coffee or a juice and breakfast in the morning. So your actual expenditure on the trip, I'd say $1,500 is a realistic aim. You can definitely do it under $1,000. But remembering, if you can do it under $1,000 and you can earn yourself $2,000, you're instantly in profit. And we want every single team member to be in the green. We want everyone to be in profit, going to conference and coming home from conference. So let's just bust that myth about the, I can't afford conference, because I think everyone can using this method.
Yeah, I love that.
I don't want to keep everyone too late on Zoom. So should we jump straight into the Amigas?
Yeah. Just before we do, Guys, it's totally up to you guys, but if you would like Kat and I to create a group on conference, we did this last year, and what was so valuable, we've got Mish over here who's just like the guru on finding the cheap flights. And you know what, I know some people aren't good on looking at flights or whatever, so if you guys are wanting this, what we'll do, it's not going to be a group that's going to take away from your normal day-to-day work, but if people have got a cheap flight, pop it in there, and then that can add value to someone, and someone can say, oh my god, yeah, get on Jetstar or get on Virgin. And if everyone puts on where they're staying, I think it will add value. And then honestly guys, it's just so much fun. So if you guys want that, pop it in the chat. I think it'll be really good to create the momentum. So yeah, what do you think of that, Kat? I just said that.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember when we did that last year, and actually guys, just touching quickly on it, it's really good because what we can do is share different accommodations about where everyone's staying, because there's lots of little apartment blocks. Rather than staying in the actual conference centre, which is quite expensive, we normally stay in apartment blocks right next to the conference centre. So we can share that with you. We can share what time we're going to the airport. We can make sure we're on the same flights if that's what people need. Yeah. If you're travelling alone, you know, you'll be able to use this group just to connect with everyone. So it's definitely something valuable. So yeah, we'll get that group up and going.
Awesome. Okay. Far away on the Amigas, honey.
Here we go. All right, just give me a show of hands before I do that. Who's heard about the Amigas? Who's seen my Facebook post today? You've seen it all around, right? The Amigas are something that came out. It was spoken about at the last American conference that we went along to. And when we heard about this, we were like, holy shit, this completely makes sense. Because we've got fruit, veg and berry, whole food nutrients. We've got protein, but the one thing we don't have, and if you know Natalie Baldock's nutrition guide, we need live foods, proteins, and we need good fats. So now with the Juice Plus product range, we have live foods, proteins, and we now have good fats. It's a complete range of health for people. So now when we can, you know, show people this, the results are going to be phenomenal. So I'm going to share it with you and share some secret little information. All right. Everyone see that? Just give me a thumbs up so I know. Yep. Sweet. All right. So the Juice Plus Omega blend, this information will be emailed to all franchisees very soon. So you will get a personal copy. But basically, this is just talking about our plant-based whole food nutrition supplement Juice Plus. Along with the protein powders, we also now have the Omega blend. The Omega blend is a complement to the supplement range we have. It's not just omega-3, it is also omega-5, 6, 7, and 9. We don't extract our omegas from fish sources. Now, this is really important, guys, because this product is 100% vegan and vegetarian friendly. So it's not extracted from fish sources, unlike other supplements. They use original sources of algae instead, and cold-pressed oils from 5 different seeds and berries, which are naturally occurring sources of omega fatty acids. So incredible. This product is going to be amazing. Scrolling down a little bit more, why the Omega capsule? You can just read that top little bit, just as mentioned before, it complements the other products. There's a lot of scientific research showing that the benefits of omegas, and especially plant-based omegas, help with the heart, the brain, the joints, the skin, and the eyes. So just give me a show of hands or comment below. If you know anyone, I'm sure you guys probably know 10 people that need this product just based on their skin or just based on their joints. If you know me, I've got the worst memories. So I'll literally be triple dosing my omegas when I get them. Alrighty, what else can I tell you on here? Yep, like I said, it is a balanced blend of all the different omegas in a convenient capsule form. Again, this is amazing because some amino acids and omegas actually come in bottles where you screw it off and you put it on a teaspoon. What happens is it oxidizes and it starts to kill the actual raw enzymes in there. So Juice Plus has put this in a friendly capsule for us as well. Some extra little facts here, which I absolutely love, is it is 100% non-GMO ingredients. Now that stat alone sets us apart from nearly every supplement on the market in terms of oils. So that is incredible. It is gluten-free. It contains no colors, flavors, preservatives, or added starch. And it is soon, very soon, to be approved by the TGA, and to be kosher certified. So what that means, guys, is this product is going to be better than organic. Okay, do we get that? So TGA and kosher certified is almost as good as organic, if not better. So once the TGA certifies everything, once we get all the certificates behind it, the research has already been conducted. 4 years worth of research has been conducted on the product. So once all that research is published, peer-reviewed and out, this product will be available to all franchisees. So is everyone excited about that?
Yeah, going to be awesome.
Awesome. So some extra little goss is us NMDs have actually been able to sample this and try this. So we haven't received it yet. I hope we receive it soon. But we will be trying this. I know, Michael Brown, you're a bit pissed off, but sorry, brother.
I am open for bribery. I am open for bribery.
Totally same. $1 million, guys, bring it up. If we can start the process early. And what I mean by that is today I did a social media post and people were saying, Kat, why are you promoting the omegas and they aren't even available to customers? What I've done, guys, is I've created, where's my list? I have created a list of people who are already private messaging me, inboxing me, wanting to know more information. How do I get it? How much is it? I really need this product. Yeah. So what I've done is like a pre-networking post. I've just said, there's, Nicole, we don't know the price yet. That will be probably announced at conference. So yeah, all that information, we don't even know that yet. But as soon as we find it out, guys, we're going to be telling you every single Sunday night on team training, just to keep you guys in the loop. But I've just put together a list of people who are interested. My cousin, who for 4 years of me doing Juice Pass, he wanted nothing to do with it. I put that post up today and he said, can you please send it to me as soon as possible? And I was like, yep, you're on my list. I've got 25 people on my short list. As soon as the pre-launch comes, I'll put your name in. And he was like, yep, sign me up. And it was just like, you've got to add value to people differently. Not everyone wants the proteins or the capsules, but they might want the omegas. So this just opens up another avenue for us to grow our business, which is just like amazing. This is going to take it next level.
Yeah, look, I was just going to say, I can't agree any more than that, because, for people that are vegetarian or vegans, I know they struggle with that. So if you are that vegetarian or that vegan and you're in a community, I'd probably be having those conversations now. I'd probably be posting something, because you know what, that's going to add so much value. And like Kat said, people will just come through that door. And that's okay, because that's what they're needing. So like what, I've been doing, Sunny's been doing, Kat's been doing, guys, this is just really setting yourself up for success. It's that pre-launch. It's having those conversations. So when it's available in the next couple of months, you're like, you know what, you were first on my list. You know what? Here we go. Here's the prices and the details. And I actually think it's going to be available after June, after conference. So what I would be doing is having those conversations now. We've got those 15 weeks. So I hope that's all we know about that. That letter that Kat showed us, that is to all the NMDs in Australia and New Zealand. So you guys we have just been in total open book with you guys. You guys have seen what we're getting, and that's all we know on it. So it's really exciting. This has been massive. So if anyone, guys, all I would say is probably print off that chart in the file section, and really just think, what does success look like for you, and what do successful people have to do? They've got to have that desire. They've got to have that desire that they want to be more than they are now. They want more for their family. That's massive. Are you being teachable? Are you listening to your sponsor? Are you listening to their sponsor? Are you being given the golden blueprint, which we all have, but are we following it? There's a big difference of having it, but then following it. And then I think the next big thing is willingness. Actually having the willingness to actually do this and take action. And I tell you what, you do those 3 different things, and that you're going to see your business in a whole new light come December, a whole new light in 12 months. And that's exciting for you guys, really exciting. So guys, before we finish up, I don't know if anyone's done it, but this is pretty awesome. 42 people on tonight's Zoom, to think out of a massive team. This shows people, in this 42 that you guys are totally want it. If someone's got the epic phone, my phone is full. But if we all want to get a photo of the 2 pages, and let's just blast it out, because the limitless lifestyle is totally making a wave in the business, totally setting the wave out there, Australian, New Zealand wide, loving it. Okay, we've got people from the Gold
Give us a wave, everyone. Let's all do a bit of a wave.
I know, pretty goofy.
What a good-looking bunch.
What a good-looking bunch. We've got single dads on here. We've got people on the Gold Coast. We've got all types of crew. It's all happening. Loving it. But you know what?
Was that just a little pickup line, Val? Single dads? Are you trying to hook Brownie up?
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. He's needing a conference.
No way.
Anyway, so guys, honestly, love seeing your dedication. Love seeing everyone come together, and honestly have the most amazing week. Thanks for getting on.